Good morning everyone, it's Saturday 25th of April and I've put together another workout for you to do at home. Hope you enjoy it. So just starting with those toes facing forward, nice big shoulder roll, let's have a quick warm up. So reaching up for the ceiling, big stretch up, releasing out, reaching down that right leg, draw the arm up, stretching over and then reaching down the other leg. And again, one more on each side. And then the other side. Fantastic, let's reach the arms up, big stretch up, bend in the knees, just gently let the arms release back. And one more here. Fantastic, releasing the arms out to the sides this time, floating the arms forward, just a gentle push back with that bottom into a nice gentle squat, doesn't need to be too low, and then gently drawing back up to the top. So again, reaching the arms up, releasing out, and again, float the arms forward, pushing that bottom back, and then releasing back. And again, let's come up onto the balls of feet, little balance at the top, release the arms out, releasing the heels, float the arms forward, push the bottom back, and then releasing. Last one here, drawing up onto those toes, activating those core muscles. And gently release. Let's gently drop that chin to your chest this time, rounding through the spine, just gently into that roll down. Release the arms, let them dangle. Keep your knees soft if you need to. And then gently pushing through the feet, and then gently rolling back up to the top. So again, deep breath in and exhale. Here we go, chin to your chest. And again, rolling back up to the top. So if you're not already at the back of your mats, okay, just bring yourself out to the back of your mat. I'm just coming obviously on side weight for you. So let's gently drop that chin to your chest, rounding through the spine, gently rolling down towards those toes, and we're going to gently walk your hands forward into that plank position. So into that full plank. So making sure, yeah, you've got that nice long line from the back of those heels up to the crown of head. So remember not to drop your forehead down to the mat. Just lifting up so you lengthen up your neck. Arms are nice and wide. Just gently pushing that tailbone up into that down facing position. Have a nice big stretch first. And let's gently draw it back forward. So back into that plank. Bottoms down. Lengthening the spine. Activating those core muscles. And again, exhale, pushing up. And then gently drawing forwards. So we're going to stay in that press position this morning, okay guys? You may want to drop down onto your knees, especially if you haven't been doing many press ups over this lockdown. Okay, so do bring yourself down onto your knees and just make sure your bottom is nice and down, yeah, so it's not lifted up. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Now as we exhale, we're going to just gently take that right hand towards your left shoulder. So we're tapping the left shoulder, releasing, and then tapping your left shoulder. And then gently release. And again, so right shoulder, and releasing, and left, and releasing. So just tap the shoulder, releasing, and tap. So 2 more sets, and again, just tapping the opposite shoulder, keeping in your plank position if you can. You can have your knees directly underneath your hips if you need to make it slightly easier. And let's add a press in between, guys. So we're going to tap, and 1 press. Draw up, and again, tap. And again, 1 press. So remember, if you need to make it easier, knees underneath your hips, tapping the shoulder, 1 press up, and again tap. And if you're going into that full option, remember guys, yeah, 1 tap to the shoulder, releasing, 1 press, and tap. So 1 more on each side, and again, tapping, 1 press up, and 1 tap. And finishing with that press. Gently releasing onto those knees, push your bottom back, have a quick stretch. So you should have warmed up those shoulders. And let's bring ourselves down onto that floor. So let's start this morning with those elbows nice and close into your sides, releasing those hands underneath your shoulders and releasing that forehead to the mat. So relax your legs, remember just let them flop out to the side so you don't carry any tension in that bottom half of your body apart from the core muscles that are contracting to support your back. So we take a deep breath in as you exhale, drawing in through the belly, just gently float that chest away from the mat. So keeping your chin tucked and your neck is nice and long, relaxing those toes and then gently lower. So we're just going up into that mini cobra to start with, and again exhale, drawing in and lifting. And then gently release. Just a couple more just to warm it up. So exhale as you lift, drawing that belly button in to support your lower back. And then inhale to release it back to the floor. Last one here. And again, exhale, drawing in and lift. So the hands are still nice and relaxed. I can wiggle my fingers. So adding on if you are comfortable. Inhale, exhale, drawing in, lifting as high as you can go before you start to push into your hands, lengthening your arms into that cobra position. So notice how my hips are still down on the floor, okay, my legs are still on the floor, so we're not lifting up into what you call the upward facing dog, and then gently lower. So remember, elbows down, bellies to the floor, chest, and then that forehead to the mat. And again, exhale, drawing in and lift. So just come to where you're comfortable, okay? Don't force yourself into a position that doesn't feel right for you. Everyone is very different with their backs. And again, exhale. And then gently release into the floor. So one more time, and then we're going to add to those legs as well. So exhale, drawing in, lifting that chest, gently pushing into the hands, lengthen the arms. Do check your shoulders away from your ears, just looking straight in front of you. And then gently releasing back to the floor. So just keeping your head rested and your chest lowered on the floor. We're going to exhale, we're going to just gently lift the legs up off the floor, okay? So don't obviously turn your head, I'm just showing you, okay? Making sure that alignment is okay, and then releasing. And again, exhale, drawing in, lifting the legs up off the floor, and then gently lower. So just a couple more here. And again, exhale, lifting the legs up, bracing the belly. And again, exhale, lifting. And then gently lower. One more time. And again, exhale, drawing up, lifting the legs up off the floor. And then release it and relax it to the mat. Let's go back to that chest this time. So inhale, exhale, lifting the chest away, pushing into the hands, lengthening the arms into cobra. So gently lowering that chest all the way to the floor. And let's add the legs this time. So exhale, just lifting the legs up off the floor. And then gently lower. So if you were comfortable, yeah, we're going to inhale, exhale, lift up through the chest first. Now as you lower your chest, we start to lift the legs up. And again, lower the legs, lift the chest. So you can feel like the back is working all the time. It's always activated during this part of the exercise. And again, lower and lift. Lower the chest, lift the legs up. And then release the legs and relax it here. So sometimes that's more than enough for some people. Okay, quite strong movement in your back. For those of you who want to take it up to the next level, we're going into that swan dive with a bit of power this time. So remember, inhale, exhale, we lift up through the chest first. You push into the hands, you release and push. And gently release it to the floor. So you just need to do about 5. If you chose to do the lower option, just do a couple more where you're just lifting the chest and then just gently lifting the legs. Push back, have a nice big stretch. and then just gently release it to the floor this time. So let's give that back a bit of a stretch after those ones, guys. So just gently extend your legs away, keep it nice and long, placing those hands down to the floor. Let's go into that spine stretch forward. So remember, relax your shoulders, back is nice and long, hands down by your sides. Deep breath in as you exhale, dropping that chin to your chest, just gliding those hands forward down towards the ankles, rounding over those legs, and hold that stretch. And inhale, gently rolling back up to top. So vertebra by vertebra, lifting through the spine, and the head is the last thing that comes to the top. So again, exhale, chin to chest, rounding over those legs, gliding those hands forwards. And inhale, gently rolling back up to the top. So if you find you have a lot of tight hamstrings, okay, you can relax your toes as well, and that will help soften the stretch in your hamstrings. Or even if you want to, just bend your knees slightly, okay, and that will help ease off on those hamstrings as well. And then rolling back up to the top. But if you're okay, keep your toes up towards the ceiling. Yeah, and let's give those hamstrings a big stretch as well. So rounding over those legs, just reaching forwards with those hands, holding. And then inhale, rolling back up to the top. So one more time. And again, exhale, here we go, chin to chest. Over those legs we go. So imagine there's that beach ball, or we can wish there's a beach ball. Yeah, on top of those laps, rolling over that ball, just holding. And then inhale, rolling back up to the top. Fantastic. Give those legs a bit of a shake out, guys, yeah? Just roll those shoulders around just to release it. So bring yourself into a comfortable seated position, okay? You can extend your legs away, you can have them crossed, whichever one works. Let's take your hands into a prayer position, middle finger underneath your chin, the thumb just gently touching your sternum here. If you want to work the shoulders, you might want to choose to take your arms out to the sides, or maybe have them bent, yeah, into like a, I don't know, cactus position, or, you know, with your arms, yeah, just lifted here in this position. So let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just gently drawing in through the belly button, rotating over towards your right side. So nice gentle spine twist, and inhale back to the center. So just notice how the head follows the natural alignment of your spine, okay? It doesn't shoot off into another direction or anything, guys. It just stays with those hands. And then inhale back to center. And again, exhale, pulling in through the belly button as you rotate. And inhale back to center. And again, exhale over. And take it back into center. So just a couple more here, just in your own time. And again, back to center. One more on each side. And back to the center. Last one here, then over to the other side. And then draw it back into the center. Just release those arms and roll the shoulders around just to release it off. Okay, let's bring ourselves down onto the floor then. So just rolling down to the mat. So as always, when you come down onto the floor, okay, do check your alignment of your body as always, okay. Make sure you lengthen your spine from the top of your head, yeah, just to that tailbone. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor with the toes facing forward, and your arms are just releasing down by your side. Just check your shoulders are away from your ears, so you're in a nice relaxed position. So let's start with that nice easy ab curl prep. So deep breath in as you exhale, just gently rounding, drawing up, pushing those hands away, and then gently lower. So again, inhale, prepare, and exhale, here we go. Just lifting the head and shoulders up off the floor. It doesn't matter if it doesn't lift very high, and then gently release. So as always, as long as we're doing a little bit of something, okay, keeping moving, keeping our joints moving, and then gently lower. Two more here, and again, exhale. And then gently release. Your last one here, and again, exhale, head and shoulders lift up, and then gently lower it to the floor. Okay, let's see if we can lift your right leg up this time. Okay, so we're going to just have it so the knees, yeah, are just beside one another with a small gap between your legs. Okay, one foot is still on the floor. So we're going to just gently lift the arms away this time. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to draw up, head and shoulders up off the floor. If you can reach for your knees, fantastic. If you can't, it doesn't matter. And then gently release. And again, exhale. And releasing. So if you find that's too much, maybe just adjust those legs and have your knee just on top of your hips. And again. And again. So see if you can do 5 more here for me. And again, exhale, lifting up, head and shoulders lift. Just reaching for that knee. So do make sure you're compressing that belly button, pushing that back into the mat, imprinting that spine. Last one. And then gently release. Let's lower that right leg. Let's change over to the other side. So lifting that left leg up. So remember, knees, yeah, in line with one another before we get going. And again, exhale, head and shoulders lift, tapping for the knee. So you just lift as high as you're comfortable. So if you only come to this position here, that's absolutely fine, remember. And if you can lift a little higher, with the shoulders coming right up of the floor, fantastic. So really warming up those core muscles. And again, here we go, 5 more here. And again, exhale, lift. So remember, I'm keeping that leg lifted to keep the body working as well. Yes, those legs get to work as well. My core is working at the same time. 2 more here. And again, exhale, lift. And last one. And then gently release that leg to the floor. Okay, let's go into that reverse curl then this morning, okay? So we want to place those knees on top of those hips into that tabletop position. Remember, you're looking for that right angle with those legs. Okay, so nice easy position is to have your knees bent. If you want to make it harder, do extend your legs up to the ceiling. Try not to cross your legs over if you can help it. Okay, guys, just have those toes up to the ceiling. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, here we go, drawing in. Squeezing down through that belly button, and naturally when you're squeezing down through the center of your body, your legs would naturally come into you. Yeah, as you release, you just release it back to the start position. Okay, so don't actively bring your legs in, just squeeze through your belly. Yeah, so you'll find that the bottom will lift up slightly off the floor and then release. It's a great one to do for your lower abs. And again. So one more here, and then give yourself a little rest, and then bring your knees in towards your chest. Okay, that's my option number 1 for those of you, yeah, who can't do the roll over. Okay, so that one is the one to do, okay, to keep it nice and easy. Now when we're doing that rollover exercise, remember, if you suffer from low blood pressure, claustrophobia or something like that, don't do this exercise, okay, because it's not suitable for you. Okay, but for those of you who can, we'll bring the legs up and over the body. Okay, remember, push into your hands if you need to, but try not to swing your legs up and over if you can help it. So legs go up towards the ceiling. So same thing, yeah, same rules apply. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we're drawing down through the belly, and then we're peeling the legs up off the floor and coming down, yeah? And again, exhale, lower. So remember, relax your hands if you can. Keeping the head down on the floor and back to your start position, yeah? So again, deep breath in, exhale. So remember, you can push your hands into the floor if you need to. Some of you find that you'll be able to peel up. And again, gently release. Yeah, but if you feel that's not right for you, yeah, remember, reverse curl is absolutely fine, yeah? And again, exhale, squeeze and releasing. So just a couple more. So for those of you doing the rollover, just do a couple more here. Yeah, but stay nice and low here. We're just doing that reverse curl. Here we go, just a couple more. So if you're doing that rollover, make this one your last one. So you've done about 4 in total. Quite a strong move as well. And then gently bring those knees in towards your chest, hug it in. Just gently rock side to side to release it. Fantastic. Let's gently release your feet to the floor this time. Okay, so let's go into our good old 100 exercise. Okay, so remember, knees are on top of your hips. Okay, options is to keep your head down on the floor. Option 2 is to lift your head and shoulders. Option 3, extend your legs. And level 4, remember you're lowering your legs down as close as you can to the mat. Okay, just to increase that tension in your core. So lifting the legs up, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Okay, so you need to choose which one you want to do. Okay, so we're aiming for those 100 beats or 10 complete breaths. Try not to rush your breathing, obviously, guys. So again, inhale and exhale, lift, and here we go, beating the arms down. So inhaling and exhaling, and again, just inhale and exhale. Yeah, so if you decide halfway through, actually I need something a little bit harder, just send your legs up to the ceiling. Try doing another option. And again, if you want to do harder option, but you can't lift your head and shoulder because they ache, you can just hold it in this position here, yeah? And that will also work your core muscles, okay, guys? If you feel, you should feel it's quite tight, okay, guys? It's quite strong tension there in those abs. Yeah, so you decide which one you need the most. So last one here, inhaling and exhaling. And then gently draw the knees into your chest, hug it in, give it a rock side to side. Fantastic, gently releasing the legs to the floor. So let's just give those bellies a bit of a rest for a moment and let's think about those hip flexors, okay? And let's do that one leg circle. So you've got lots of options to do when you do this exercise, okay? You can have your knee on top of your hips, keep it nice and low, okay? Just notice right ankle with your legs, and you might want to plate, the right hand on top of your right knee just to help guide it when you draw in those circles, okay? Otherwise, you can extend your legs to the ceiling, level 2. Level 3, extend your left leg away. And level 4, you can float your left leg off the floor just to keep those abs working as well. Okay, so choose the option you want to do, So legs go up to the ceiling, point the toes up to the ceiling as well. So nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll take the leg out to the right. We'll rotate it down, in towards your left, and back to the top. And again, exhale. And inhale, and again. So really anchor your left hip into the floor so it doesn't come off the mat. And again, 2 more here. So it doesn't have to be big circles. So if you know that you've got really tight hip flexors, there's no point irritating that hip flexor. Here we go, reverse. So we come in and then we exhale out. And again, inhale to come into the left and exhale out. So 3 more here. And again, 2. And last one. So try and keep the other leg nice and still. Drawing in, bring the knee in towards your chest. Releasing to the floor. Let's change over to the other side. So again, easy option, harder. Level 3, level 4. So again, inhale and exhale. So in and exhale. So just see how your hip flexors are feeling, okay, because sometimes they can get really tight as well, So this is a nice one just to loosen them off, but still make sure that you're anchoring this right hip into the floor so it doesn't come off the mat. And again, last one. And reverse. So you come in towards your leg and then you go out to the side. Yeah, so I'm just showing you an easy option with the knees bent, and I keep my circles nice and small. And again. And exhale. And in, and then draw that knee in to give it a rest. Okay guys, so let's go into that big ab exercise, the ab series. So we're thinking about doing the big 5, okay? So you're talking about doing the single leg into double legs, into single straight leg, into double straight leg, and then finishing with that crisscross. So remember, this one is quite intense for your stomach, okay? So just do as many as you're comfortable to do. I'm just going to work in sets of 5, okay, just to make it nice and easy for you, okay? But those of you who know you can do more, you might want to try doing 10 of everything, and that will make it harder as well. Okay, so remember, anything that's a double, we'll just do 5 of. Obviously single, we'll do 5 on each side. Yeah, see how you get on. So remember, starting with that single leg stretch. Okay guys, let me just quickly demonstrate. So remember, single legs are here where you do that double pulse and then you switch legs. Your doubles, remember, both knees in, push away is your double. Straight leg is with straight legs. So remember, it's a double pulsing, double leg here is a drop down to the legs, to the floor, lifting back up, and then crisscross is in this position here. Okay, are you ready? Yeah. Haven't done this for ages, so this could hurt after a while. Yeah. Okay, so right knee in, yeah, left leg away, bringing the hands down towards those ankles and that knee. Here we go, double pulse, switch. Here we go, 3 and 4. Here we go, 5. Both knees in this time. Here we go, push away, 1 and 2. 3 and 4 and 5. Here we go, right leg up, head and shoulders lift up. Remember, pulling that leg towards your chest. Here we go, pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. 4 and 5. Here we go, both legs up, hands behind your head to support. So drop down 1 and lift. So you go as far as you need to, okay guys, yeah? So this one is a real hard one. So you might find that you only want to drop your legs halfway down and lift back to top, or bend your knees, lower down and lift. Last one here. Lift back up. Here we go, right knee in, cross over, crisscross to finish. Here we go, yeah? Switch and switch. Last one. And bring the knees in. Oh my goodness me. I haven't done that for ages. So have a stretch with the arms and legs. Nice big stretch. And just before we finish off, okay guys, let's finish off with a nice shoulder bridge, okay? So bring those heels in close to your bottom. Release the arms down by your sides. So nice deep breath in, exhale, pelvic tilt, peeling your bottom off the floor. Just gently lifting, pushing into the feet, lifting up into that bridge. Okay, so remember, you're looking for that bridge from the top of your knees down to your shoulders. As always, if it pulls a little bit behind your hamstrings or behind your glutes, just lower it down a little bit just to ease off as well. So just lifting up and hold. So I always find a nice bridge afterwards. All the exercises, okay, it's quite a nice way of stretching as well. Just making sure you don't let those knees fall out to start to just draw them in so they have 2 long lines down your body. Now let's take a hold. So just a couple more seconds, holding that bridge. So remember, drawing with those internal muscles, front and back passage, pulling in if you're female. Try not to squeeze your bottom too hard. Just holding And then exhale, gently release. Fantastic. Stretch those arms away, stretch the legs away. Nice big stretch all the way down that body. Give it a release. Bring the knees in, taking the legs over to one side, arms in the opposite direction. And then gently over to the other side. So we're not going to do a big cool down stretch off, okay guys? You can do that at home in your own time. So you can spend a bit more time on the stretching as well. And then draw it back into the centre. So bring one knee in as always, just gently roll yourself back up to the top. So as always guys, yeah, do your stretch afterwards, okay? It doesn't matter, yeah, whether you do it with me or whether you do it at home, you know where you're stretching and what you need more of. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again sometime next week, probably about Wednesday I would have thought. Do keep safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.